they're here.
We finally made it to Texas.
I'm full. We just got back from lunch, and I ate too much.
I'm just right.
They had chocolate cake, and I had vanilla cake.
Yeah, that was after the meal, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
if Mom heard that, she'd say, "You guys eat your meal first."
Yeah, that's right. I'm glad she's with us.
Yeah.
She's always in this house.
Yeah.
With me. Every once in a while, I always say, "Gotta call Mom today," and then I go, "No, you don't."
Yeah, I know. I know.
So,
well, she affected every one of us.
oh, big
And
time.
so
yes.
so did Dad, you know, in
Yeah,
his own
they
special
did.
way,
Mhm.
right?
Boy, they'd always look really handsome when they would go out at night. Oh boy, all dressed up.
Yeah.
And Dad wore a fedora, is what you
Wow,
call it.
wow.
Remember his hat?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And so then I was the boss. Kathleen and George had to sit on the couch while I cleaned. I dusted and cleaned up the floor and everything. And then all of a sudden it'd be time for them to go to bed.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, we'd all go to bed. I don't know what time they got home.
Oh, wow.
No, just. Oh, and remember the time, I think I told you this one, where I put the mouse in Kathleen's bed.
Oh,
She
yeah.
screamed bloody murder.
You remember that, Kathleen?
Yeah. I wanted Mom to save that little mouse for me, but she didn't. No. Remember the time, it was winter time, okay? And I really wanted a drink of water or something. I guess we'd been playing outside. I don't know where this post was, but I had seen at the movies, we didn't have TV in those days, at the movies where somebody put their tongue on a post and couldn't get their tongue off. It just showed where they couldn't get their tongue off. Okay?
Yeah.
So I saw this post and I thought, you can get your tongue off? I stuck my tongue on the post and I couldn't get my tongue off. I had to rip it off. And Mother had me put my tongue in some kind of oil that she had. I don't know what it was called, but I had to put that on. And now I don't have a whole lot of flavor.
Aw.
My tongue, the flavor part of my tongue that tells you what you're eating, I guess, or what you're tasting, I mean.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I remember starting to put my tongue on there, but I didn't do it all the way. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, good. Okay, tell me a story.
About what?
I don't care.
The toy box.
What's that?
The toy box.
The toy box.
Okay. Well, I must have been really, really small because Uncle Ed and Aunt Marie, I think they dropped off a little toy box at our door on Christmas Eve or whatever, yeah. And I heard the doorbell ring and they told me to go answer the door, and I went over there and I saw a toy box that had toys in it, you know, like trucks and stuff. And then they said something about look outside, and I looked outside and I hadn't seen anybody, but I saw a little like sleigh tracks in the snow and a couple footprints, and then they were gone. I'm like, oh, wow, I thought, did they really fly? No, that could have freaked me out, but that's a childhood memory.
Well, I got one for Christmas too. We, Mother took Kathleen and I don't know if George was a baby at home, I think. Anyway, Daddy said he stayed home to take care of George, okay? So when we got home, he had bought a Christmas tree and it was sitting outside. When we got home, the tree was up and all lit up and all the ornaments on it. And Daddy just had a big look on his face and he looked at Mom. He didn't look at us. He looked at Mom and he said, I was in the bathroom, he said, and Santa came and he put the tree up, and I was afraid I didn't come out of the bathroom till they were gone.
Oh my God.
Because he used to sit in the bathroom for quite a while when he went in there, you know. So, anyway.
Some people call that their library.
Yeah, I think Daddy called it his library. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that myself.
Yeah. Oh, you do the same thing?
I must be a family tradition.
So tell us about the Three Musketeers.
Oh, I don't know how that started. I think we went to the movies and saw the Three Musketeers, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, I started calling us the Three Musketeers.
So that was you and
Kathleen and George.
okay.
Yeah, because we were kind of one family, and then these three came, you know, or two, I mean, Rosemary and you,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Fred.
And Fred.
Oh,
Fred, Rosemary, and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the second family, actually, because there was a number of years in between.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, so after the other families started getting bigger more,
Yeah.
we ended up being the Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we'd go up north to Wisconsin, up into where Uncle Oscar
Mhm.
and Uncle Ed
Yeah.
lived up there
Yeah.
in Wausau.
I remember seeing them.
In fact, I remember us going to Grandma Felsky's house up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she lived down in the hill.
Was
way
that in
down,
Wausau?
And not in Wausau, no, I'm not.
Oh.
Athens.
Where I just said. Maybe it was Wausau. No, it was Wausau, yeah.
Mm.
And it was down like a hill like that. And, anyway, she had one, two, I think 4 birds in a cage. 4 birds, I don't think it was 5, I think it was 4. 4 birds in a cage, and she cleaned those cages every morning.
Wow.
You know, I think we stayed at Uncle Oscar's house, and I can't remember where we slept. I don't know if we slept on the floor.
Oh.
Might have. I can't remember that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But we slept at his house. I know that.
Oh, wow.
And played outside with the kids. You know.
Yeah.
I think he only had one boy then. Maybe they had 2. I don't know. Maybe Kathleen remembers. I don't know.
Hmm.
But anyway, he's taking his beer. I watched somebody walk by my window carrying a pack of beer. It's 3-2 beer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you know what that is. It's doesn't have as much alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh,
in it
okay.
because this is a dry county.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, in Texas we have.
We wouldn't know
Wet
anything
county.
about something like that up in Wisconsin. would
No.
we?
It's all the same up there.
Yeah.
Okay, what memory do you have?
What else would I say?
Oh, you made your toys. You were telling me about that.
You used to
Yeah.
make your own toys.
Yeah, I did make my own toys. I mean, but out of cardboard. I remember the Whirlybirds on TV. The
Yeah.
Okay, the helicopter with the big bubble. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I made one out of cardboard and this like plastic stuff you get from buying donuts downtown, you know, with a piece of plastic. And I took a little motor from some other toy or something, and I actually built all that together and made myself a helicopter. And I actually could plug it, put a little battery on there, and I had a propeller that went around and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
And then you made some toys out of pieces of wood. You were saying.
You'd
Yeah,
go.
when Mom and Dad used to need some space. Dad would be out in the garage. This is up by the Barton Park. Then once in a while I'd go in there and Dad would let me take a hammer and nails and I'd put together little airplanes out of pieces of junky wood and stuff like that. But that was precious memories to me to be able to do that.
Well,
You know?
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
that was cool.
Did he, when you were growing up, did he have anything in the greenhouse? Was he doing plants?
He just had a
then?
lot of stored wood in there.
Oh, he didn't anymore. He didn't.
Not
do any
anymore.
Seeds.
I remember a little bit of some plants, but then I remember a whole bunch of wood just being stored in
Okay.
there.
Well, did they have a garden?
He had his nursery in the back, yeah, I know that. You know, his nursery of all the like trees and tomato plants all back there, and there was a big a green apple tree way in the corner, way in the back.
Okay, yeah.
That's all I remember. I remember Jim Dunkel and a couple of neighbor boys would have a tomato fight, and I took a garbage can top, as my shield. And I remember that day I ate so many tomatoes I got sick, and I didn't want to eat tomatoes for a couple of years after that. But now I love tomatoes. So. Dad probably didn't like that.
We had a big garden when I was growing up.
Really?
Yeah, everything, even potatoes.
Wow.
Yeah, we pulled potatoes up.
All I remember is every time we ate at supper time, we had to eat everything on the plate, right?
Oh yeah.
And I was sitting there choking on fish bones and stuff like that. All like that, I don't know. Oh, here's an interesting memory. I remember one time Bonnie was over, and we were sitting at Mom's regular, kitchen table there, and we had Rice Krispies, and Bonnie had a blue bowl, and I had a pink bowl. And I didn't want that pink bowl. Sorry, that's what I didn't want. And I made such a little fuss about it. Mom took me in the bathroom and showed me the animal holes, and give me a little whipping on the back there. And I remember that. All because Bonnie got the blue bowl, and I thought that was supposed to be for boys.
Okay.
That's a memory right there.
Well, that's true. Blue for boys, pink for girls.
That's what I thought. That's how it was for us.
Well, that's okay.
Yep. So anyway, we're running out of stuff to. Maybe we should say goodbye to everybody. We love you all. Thank you.